Hey everyone, got another unpackaging for you. Um, this one's a little bit different, but this is something that's pretty much was basically important to me. Um, this was something that Doggo Running had suggested to me that I get. Now I can't seem to find the one that he really heavily suggested, and one thing about it is that I do keep referencing a book. Now, just in case if you guys were wondering what book I keep referencing, um, it's very, very, very similar to this one. So, it's actually, if I could get this, very well posted up. Now, this is what it is. It's called The Levine's Guide to Knives and Their Values. This is the 3rd edition. Now, here's another 3rd edition. And this one is a complete mistake. This one is the 5th edition. Now, this one, apparently, gentleman who, Bernard Levine, was the person who wrote these books. And apparently, the only book that he actually endorsed was the 1st edition. There's 2nd edition, the 3rd of, of course, what you guys see here. If you're wondering why I got this, basically I spent $70 on this one. As you guys can see, $24.95 US. This one I spent another $50 on, which I really wish that I had researched this one first. There's a lot of things inside of this one that, such as this, I know you guys can't really see it, but it has basically all the same information that this one does. The only difference is that these ones actually show the value of the physical knife brand itself in the far right hand corner. It also has a lot more information inside of it that the other book does not reveal. And the reason, the main and number one reason why I purchased the 2nd one, okay, I spent $70 on this one plus shipping. Okay, guys, this one cost me $3.99, and it cost me $4 and some cents to ship. So 77. I decided to get the 2nd one as sort of a backup. Actually, this one's in much better shape than this one, so I figured that I would get this one and actually use this one. So instead of this one, I could keep this one decent. Now, the Levine's Guide 4th edition is the edition of all editions, and it can be found on Amazon for $600 to $800 for the 4th edition. A couple have popped up on eBay. You guys might reference one of my other videos that I speak in on one of my eBay purchases where I really missed out on something that I had been going on. And it was very frustrating to me because I had rushed all day at work to make sure that I got done, got back home to purchase this item because it was ending. I mean, basically I walked through the door, I had 2 minutes 45 seconds to get in there and put my bid in, make sure that it got through. Which apparently, okay, because I had bid I think it was $101, something like that. Somebody knocked it all the way up to, I don't know, they were probably willing to spend $200-300 for it. I did see one that a gentleman in Australia had put up. He had put it up for $110, buy it now, and then it was another $50 to ship from Australia. So I waited on that one, and I shouldn't have waited on the second one, the one that I only put $100 in on. I should have probably thrown $200 or $300 on it, but these books are invaluable. They have a resale value. So I mean, you're not really losing out by ever purchasing one. I mean, the details these things go through, it gives you prices on particular knives, very rare, hard to find knives. Fixed blade knives, old antique knives. It even has custom knife makers inside of it. Just all kinds of stuff. So if you guys are into slip joints, it doesn't go into detail on, you know, production knives such as, you know, stuff like this. It does go into certain other things like old K-bar, old case knives. I mean, those are productions, but they're more typically around based off of, you know, century-year-old companies. So if you're interested in getting into slip joints, old knives, collectibles, valuables, World War II, World War I, you know, items, very rare types of things that are very highly collectible, I would definitely suggest getting one of these, because not only is it really cool to, you know, check out all the different types of designs, blade designs, you know, the creativeness of certain people. I wish I knew where this one knife was. Can't remember what page it's on, but there is a knife in here that is valued over $200,000, and it's a slip joint kind of display type knife. I don't know where it's at. I really want to show you guys this because this is actually pretty cool. Give me a second here. Now it's just kind of a drawing, because at first, when I first saw it, I thought that it was actually fictitious and didn't really necessarily want to believe that it was a real knife, but it turns out, after doing some online research, it's real. Shoot, I can't find it, but it's pretty wicked looking. It's got like 200 blades inside of it, and it's more or less a mantle piece or table piece. It's just kind of artsy. It's actually pretty cool to look at all the different blade designs. It's got multiple blade designs that people have used off of for many years. I mean, this thing is very, very old. Can't remember, but its total value, if you actually own this thing, is worth over $200,000. And that's not if it's in mint condition. That's if you have it, period. Yeah, I can't find it. I'll have to do it in another video where I'm prepared and actually have it sitting waiting for you guys to take a look at it. But pretty cool book. Sorry, this is really dragging on, but I mean, check out some of these old folders. These are all just old slip joints, different designs, different blade styles. Each one of them has, you know, different blade styles. It's all pretty much based off of the exact same knife. Like, this is cattle knife type double end jacks, and it's got, you know, everybody's got their own, you know, design to it, their own different blade style, their own different, you know, creativity towards how it's made. These ones are stock knife type double end jacks, you know, so there's not much that separates the two except for the creativity by the actual maker themselves, what they decide to use as their blades. So very intriguing. Gives a lot of information on the older companies such as Remington, K-Bar, you know, when these companies came about, who brought them about, just kind of cool stuff like that. Who they sold off to, who they're bought, you know, stuff like that. So gives you a lot of real interesting information. So here's like the actual custom knife makers area of various custom knife makers. So like here you guys go. Let me see if I can get this in. Sorry, the tripod's not working with me here. We're just gonna have to move you. Oops, sorry. Chris Reeve Knives. So gives you the price of what the thing is worth. It's got all kinds of different things like ways of like if you take a particular knife style. Okay, so you take this knife right here, and you know, basically what you do is you go into this price guide for a particular knife. You find the name of the knife, you know, like unexcelled, which is now GEC, but back in the day, GEC, C Northfield Knife Company. And then it says, if you go to Northfield Knife Company, which is very strange because if you go to Northfield, if I can find it, Northfield Knife Company, unexcelled, Northfield, Connecticut. Sorry, I'm reading off right here. 1858 to 1909. It's got a high value. Now it goes low, medium, high, and very high. So you got LV or LMHV. So you got those types of things. But then you go back and you find the actual blade style. If it's, you know, particular miniature knives, then you find out about them. You go down into the little details. Senator pen with gunmetal and silver for mobile, which was an advertising pen. It was worth 50 bucks, or knife is worth 50 bucks. But it's got other things where it involves the materials that were used, and then you take off of the base price. So if it's very high, which means mint, or if it's, or should I say, not very high, but if the company that made it is a very high, very wanted maker, then it's worth $110. Then you come over to this side, you take the construction, easy open notch, you add 10% to that 110, so you take another 11 bucks, you add it to the total price. If it's got a saber ground or extra heavy master blade, you add another 20% off of this base price, and that's how you find out the total value of what your knives are worth, or if you want to purchase what the knife is worth. So this is something that I found out is, you know, pretty much not necessarily, you know, knife collector secret, but you know, it doesn't seem to be advertised, you know, through YouTube anywhere. I mean, nobody really just kind of spits it out. Hey guys, you want to really get into slip joints? You know, this is the guide to buy. This is, you know, the thing. You can find these on eBay. If any of you guys find Levine's Guide to Knives and their values on eBay, 4th edition, and you try to outbid me, you're going to end up spending a lot of money. Let's just put it that way. So I hope you guys have a good night, and take care, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.